Hi folks, welcome back to the TPC channel, where you hear my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. I don't care. It's America. I'm allowed to express it. And today we saw the first part of the impeachment hearings, also known as Witch Hunt 2.0. So they had these two stellar witnesses who basically couldn't say there was a quid pro quo, which is his whole basis for this whole impeachment. As a matter of fact, Representative Jim Jordan, and this is something you're not going to see on CNN, MSNBC, CBS, ABC, any of those, because they have their agenda. They want to get rid of the borders and make this a socialist republic. And until you realize that, well, you might be an idiot. Democrat, communist, socialist, Nazi, gun confiscator, all the same thing. So, this guy defers, the first Republican, to Jim Jordan, and he goes after this Ambassador Taylor. And he says, well, you had 3 meetings with the president of the Ukraine. And the ambassador stumbling, he goes, that's okay, we already know when they happen. And he says, this one. And you didn't find any linkage between an investigation and aid. And he's like, no. And when we asked him again, on this date, I don't have the dates written down. I was at work. I just happened to catch this section, and it was fantastic. Once again, he asked him the same questions, and he says, well, no. And the third time, the answer is, well, no. And he goes, well, but in your deposition, you stated you had a clear understanding that there was a tit for tat. And of course, what we're all missing here is supposedly there was supposed to be an investigation. There never was. There was supposed to be an announcement on television by the Ukrainian president. There never was. Never occurred. So obviously there was no tit for tat. And at that point, he asked him, how did you come to this clear understanding? And, he's kind of stumbling. He wasn't the brightest of witnesses. He's like, well, what I heard, the moment he said that, what I heard, that means he's third party. Hearsay evidence is illegal in court. The Democrats at that point should have realized they showed up with an empty magazine for an impeachment hearing that was never going to work in the first place. These idiots in Congress all need to go to jail. Or I've got a wall, and anyone want to show up at their AR-15 and just mow these idiots down? Ask King George how it worked out when they tried to usurp our rights as colonists. And now these idiots are trying to usurp an election. They're performing a coup, which should only happen in Latin American countries. These clowns need their asses removed from the gene pool. Unfortunately, Most of them are old enough to have reproduced. And that's an unfortunate proposition, but hopefully we can re-educate their kids. And that's all I have. That is just my opinion. But if you watch the mainstream media, you will not see this exchange. You will see it repeated on Fox, but you won't see it on the Commie News Network or the Communist Broadcasting System or the PMS NBC. None of those. Quit watching the mainstream media if you didn't watch the hearing. Get the real story. Make damn sure you understand the Democrats showed up and they got no ammo. They've shown up for a gunfight with a knife, and they're going to lose. That's all I got. Have a great one.